If you've ever sat there knowing exactly what you should do but feeling zero desire to do it, this is for you. You know the plan, you know the workout would help, you know the green juice would help, you know that going to bed earlier would help, but you feel flat. No drive, no urgency, no internal push. First, let's normalize something. Motivation is not a consistent state, it is a feeling. And feelings can fluctuate. Now, the mistake that most people make is that they believe that they need to have motivation before they take action. But motivation, it doesn't create action. It's that action that creates the motivation. When you think about it like this, have you ever not felt like exercising, but once you started, 5 minutes in, you've got going, you've got moving, you start to feel better and you're so glad that you did it? Have you ever not felt like having that green juice, but after you've made it and you've had it, it wasn't that hard, it didn't take that long to clean up, and you felt back in control again? The shift doesn't come from waiting, it came from movement. So when you've got no motivation, the answer isn't to wait for that feeling of motivation. It's to shrink the action down. It's to make the commitment smaller. If the plan was a 45-minute workout that's 2 bus rides away at a special gym, make it a 5-minute walk. If the plan was a full lifestyle reset, make it just one simple meal. If the plan is a complete overhaul, just have a side salad with your dinner. Lower the bar so far that your brain simply can't argue with it, so it feels almost like cheating. Most people stall because they're negotiating the whole mountain, and you don't need the mountain, you need that one next small step. So here's something really important on that. A lot of people, they think that the problem is that they lack discipline. They think it's something internal or part of their moral fiber. I need more willpower. Where's my willpower? But willpower is not a strategy. That's something you'll hear me saying all the time. Willpower is not a strategy. It is a very finite, limited resource, and it is so heavily influenced by your biology. If your blood sugar is erratic and unstable, the prefrontal cortex, that part of your brain that's responsible for decision-making and restraint, your willpower, it's underpowered and it doesn't function. It disappears. If your blood sugar is low, you will have no willpower. If you're underslept, your impulse control drops. If you're stressed, your cortisol shifts your brain towards short-term survival decisions instead of the long-term plan. So when you're saying, I've got no willpower, I've got no motivation, what this actually means is my energy is unstable. My blood sugar's crashing. My stress is high. My sleep is poor. None of those things are about your character. They're not character flaws. They're physiology. And this is why stabilizing your blood sugar, eating consistently, getting decent sleep, reducing that inflammatory load in your body actually improves what people call discipline. The rich get richer, right? If you can't rely on willpower, if your biology is working terribly, this isn't going to give you that motivation to take that step. So when you're feeling flat, this isn't a part of you not doing the right thing. This is about physiology, and it's why systems matter. If you rely on how you feel in the moment, you're going to be inconsistent. If you rely on structure, you're going to move forward. When your blood sugar is stable, your energy is stable. When your energy is stable, your decisions are just easier. It flows. And when decisions are easier, your actions feel so much lighter. So instead of asking, how am I going to feel motivated? How do I feel motivated? Where's that going to come from? You can ask, what structure can I lean on right now? So let's land that a little bit. Maybe that structure is just a really simple breakfast that you love, that's easy, and you know it's going to stabilize you and it's going to make you feel good. Maybe it's having a simple side salad with your main meal. You take all the pressure off what the meal is, you just have a simple salad with it. Maybe it's just going for a short walk after eating, or maybe it's going to bed just 10-15 minutes earlier. These are really little tiny levers, but they change your internal environment. Often when people say they've got no motivation, what they're actually experiencing is overwhelm, and overwhelm shuts down action. So instead of asking, how do I feel motivated? Ask yourself, what is the tiniest, smallest, useful step? Even if it feels like it's too small, that's perfect. That's good enough to get you moving. Because what you need to do now doesn't need to be a perfection of a massive perfect day. It just needs to be useful. And this is how we build habits. This is how we create that stability in your body, systems over time. Motivation is intensity. Identity is stability. So instead of saying, I need to feel motivated to live this way and putting it off tomorrow, next week, after that event, once I get back from holiday, just say to yourself, I am the type of person who moves forwards with my health, even when I don't feel like it. It might be just drinking a glass of water when you don't feel like it. It might be having a serve of greens at one meal during the day. It might be stopping eating slightly earlier in the evening, just training for 5 minutes instead of 45. Small, consistent votes for who you want to be. This is so much more powerful than waiting for that emotional surge, waiting for that perfect environment that's never going to come. There's plenty of mornings that I don't feel like going for a run. I don't feel like training. There are days that I don't feel like making videos, but I don't negotiate with the entire day. I just take one next small step. 5 minutes, one paragraph, one healthy meal. And almost every time the momentum builds and the motivation flows. So if you're sitting here right now feeling no motivation, please remove all the judgment on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do not assume that you are lazy. Do not create this big plan that I'm going to get started and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be this massive thing. Just ask 2 questions. 1, is my biology stable right now? 2, what is the smallest useful step I can take? Stabilize your body. Bring balance. Shrink the action. Lean on structure instead of feelings. The momentum will catch up. And that's how you move forward, even on the days you don't feel like it.